Hi, Vina.
Yeah, hi, sir. We
Hi.
have around 25 listeners, and a lot of them have logged in through one system, and there are some 30, 40 people throughout the centers also who are listening to you through the single system. So, yeah, first of all, thank you very much for joining this call and being part of this session. Congratulations, sir, for being there in the magazine, and we got to read a lot about your achievements. Most of it we didn't know about because I think there is one person who does not talk about his achievements or what he does, but he keeps on doing things effortlessly, and that is you. So I think we got to know a little more about your success story with Desi Crew and what are the things that you have done over the couple of years to improve your skill sets. We've usually heard you talk about improving skill sets, learning new things, etc. But we've not known what are the things that you have done in your personal life to achieve such things. And I think it was a very good introduction through that email that we got through the magazine introduction. So I think most of us did get to know about a little bit about your achievements. There's a lot more which was not mentioned there, which we know about when it comes to Desi Crew. So, just to give you a little information about what Rendezvous with HR is. Usually, when we work in an organization, we work with our peers or we report to somebody, but that is all we would know about them. But personally, we would not know much about the people whom we are interacting with. And especially, I think with you, I think we don't know anything about you except for you being there, managing three centers, taking care of IT and managing the entire IT segment of Desi Crew. You've been among the founder members of Desi Crew, and Desi Crew needs no introduction about who Thiru is, but personally, how Thiru is, some of the things that you like, some of the things that you we would want to know from you. I think this will give us a little glimpse about your personal life. So that is the reason we have invited you today. Uh, the questions are not going to be something which is very personal. If you're not comfortable with any question, you need not answer them also. So, yeah, we have a lot of people here. So, this session is open to all. So, in case you want to ask anything to Thiru while he is talking, you can stop and you can ask also. All right. So, Thiru sir, shall we start?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, first of all, we would want to know how did you get to know about Desi Crew? And how did you join Desi Crew?
Yeah. I came, the Sikro means Saloni.
Okay.
I came to know Saloni in 2006 through a common friend. Uh, we met before even Desi Growth was born. We met on some other context. When we started, she actually asked me to join. And then initially I hesitated. Hesitated means nothing is there. So what do we do on that? So after a couple of uh, meetings, then I decided to join. This is how I joined Desi Group. The reason, honestly speaking, what attracted me to join Desi Group, two things. On a personal thing, uh, personal means, yeah, selfish means because IIT. So either of I can get a chance. Saloni only triggered that. So because so I was one thing is always I'm trying to do some PhD thing. That was my long term aspiration. So, so by knowing that Saloni said that if you join the C group in IIT you'll get a chance to do a PhD. So that is one side, one thing. The second thing is the model. So the model as you was trying to build. Okay, so that has attracted me. So always I believe that without improving villages. The country will not, the growth of a country means development of countries, development of villages in all aspects. So Desigru will be will play some role in that space. So that is another reason. So two reasons. One is the PhD thing. Another one is the social impact and the purpose of Desigru. So this way, this is how I joined Desigru. So I went to and all these interviews, meetings happened in IIT only, inside the lab. So going into IIT itself for a person who is in the engineering background, IIT is a big thing. They see IIT as big, again as a dream place to get in. Before joining this, I used to go to the campus from one end to other end, one gate to other gate. Simply I go so just to see the ecosystem. I go to the library. At those times, it was not very strict. Yeah, you can easily get an entry into that through somebody's reference. So that way, I was associated with the IIT campus. That right. Then probably that would have been the reason for the connection. Something is in my subconscious thing, an IIT thing, and it has some way made possible by means of Desigru. This is how I believe that. So what not happened is that I PhD Konda. So after joining, I would have done that. So got some opportunity, but Desigru itself making a Desigru model successful itself doing PhD. It has become like that. Yes.
So with your strong will and desire to do things, I don't think your dream of PhD will not happen. It will definitely happen one or the other day. So that is what I strongly.
The story began with joining Desigru.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is really an interesting story, and I think I think for everybody there is a story how they joined Desigru, and yours is an interesting one, being from an engineering background. I think the strong desire brought you here definitely. Okay, so you have worn different hats in Desigru. You've been heading operations earlier. Now you're managing 3 centers, and then you're the IT head. You're also the chief growth officer. So, among all these different roles that you play, what is the role which you love the best?
So the way I developed my personality from my post college, okay, from my youth days, we call it as all in all. So very casually, so we used to call that role personality or role as all in all Alagaraja. It's a kind of one countable character. So we try to become expert and try to do things, all things around us. Okay, end to end. So this is how I practiced myself. So one is so that is the reason I started my career as an entrepreneur. After 2-3 months of job searching, I started selling something on my own. Informally, I started becoming an entrepreneur. There, I ended up doing everything, right from taking order fulfillment, the collection, arranging funds. So So the things that I sell things which I know and I don't know also. So after selling the thing only, I have to learn that, how to implement that part. So I ended up taking a lot of turnkey projects. Okay, so in that, so many things, the line items would be more, 8 to 10 items need to be delivered or executed. So I've been knowing, I know only a few things, 30%, 40% of the things. The remaining I need to learn as we go along. After doing the exhibition only, I used to learn. So that way, then I started making myself as a all in all thing, all in all. So relying on somebody, those days and all is not like this. Early 90s, it's not well connected. So you will know people around you only, right? Through them, you should try to get things done. So that's the thing. Try to do things in end to end. What I like, okay, everything I don't like. What I like is convincing someone. End of the day, it's all about how do you convince others, right? Be it a job interview, be it selling something to the customer, be it a rebuttal to the customer. End of the day, how you convince others? Convincing others, nothing but building confidence about you on others. Whatever you say, the others would see that, should value that. They should be confident of you. Whatever you say, okay, it's possible, you will do like that. So, always the convincing others means the confidence. You should be confident. When you will be confident, learning more. So only when you have much knowledge about something, whatever you do, there you can have confidence. So what I like is more. This is I played many roles. I never put my designation anywhere, right? In any of the mails. That is something I've been following from the day one. Because I adapt to the role which is required at a particular point in time. If I have to play a trainer role, I play a trainer. If I have to play a team leader, okay. So that way I never put my designation. So far, I have not put my designation, right? So adapt to that role which is required at a particular point in time. So the client, for the client, if the TL is the key one for a particular project, particular process, then I play that role. When there is no TL available. So, so to answer your question, which is the one I enjoyed is in Desi Guru, right? In Desi Guru.
Yes, sir. In Desi Guru, yeah.
And transitions only. Transition, yeah.
So when you talk about convincing somebody and getting your point across very clearly, I think I strongly believe that you're just fantastic in that, because when I joined Desi Group, I don't know if you remember, so I think within the first 2-3 days of me joining Desi Group, I had to come to Chennai. There was a session with Rajiv and the others in the leadership team, so I got a chance to travel to Chennai. And during that travel, you and Mani were there in the same. We three traveled together, you, me, and Mani. And somehow, I don't know, from my childhood days, I never used to like the trains. I mean, I had a very different thought about the trains and all that. And I think you were the one who was telling me about Indian railways, how trains have developed over the years, and what an important role the railways has played in the development of the country and all that. So I think when I got down the train, my idea about the trains were very different. So I strongly believe that you are very good in convincing somebody. That's my first experience traveling with you. So
yeah, convincing, not saying lies.
yeah.
Yeah. So then we will be exposed quickly. Thing is, you should know much about. Supposing there is a problem, first of all, you should know the problem. What is the problem? You should have a thorough understanding about the problem.
Yeah.
Then the solution is always 10% only. Solution for any problem, solution is a very small part, 10%. 90% is the understanding the problem. So for understanding, you should have more knowledge, right? So only when people see that kind of knowledge in you, they will trust you. They will have a confidence in you. The confidence is selling. Convincing is nothing but people trusting you. You would have trusted Desi Group during that. I don't remember what I spoke in that train and all. But we traveled together, myself, you, and the CEO.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine.
Yes, sir. So, is there something that you have not done in Desi Crew so far that you would want to do?
Not done is many. Done is very small, very little.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have not done much, right? So for me, we are starting now only. If you have set some foundation, the foundation is built. So the building has to rise from now on. That's what I believe. So I am not thinking of we have achieved great things and all. One thing we achieved, the proof of concept. So first 3-4 years, always the discussion point was, is it possible? Can this model work? Is it profitable? Is it sustainable? Is it scalable?
Yeah.
This was the question. Okay, can we able to do this kind of jobs? Can we serve abroad clients, overseas clients? All these points were proved now, right? And all of things proved now. So that's what I see. This is the starting point. Now only we have to build. So achieving this, he answered the questions, right?
Yeah.
We have to travel a lot.
Agreed, sir. Okay, so any moment in Desi Crew that was really heartfelt, something that like made you think that okay, the reason I have joined Desi Crew and I'm in Desi Crew, I think this is a moment that I am feeling like this is the thing that I joined Desi Crew, and I think I've fulfilled the reason why I joined Desi Crew. I mean, your PhD thing is still there, personal.
That's a personal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Professional life and personal life.
Yeah.
PhD is a purely a personal thing.
Right.
And professional, that rural center. Okay. Kolumangudi. Kolumangudi, we started with some one person, actually one person. Then when we started, we had only one person. Person name is Adilakshmi. Okay. Current center like current center in Kolumangudi. Even if it was not our visualization. Okay, it is beyond our visualization as far as that is concerned. So after building this new center, that was the moment I really felt some kind of achievement. Having a center in Kolumangudi. Yeah. From a small 10 by 10 room to IT park, at least interior. That nobody would have believed that they will have such center in Kolumangudi. Yeah, that's what I see as an achievement.
So there were some experience. I mean, we've heard of this story where you had gone to Rajasthan and you set up a center there. You being from South India, I know that your Hindi is not very good. I mean, you are able to converse in Hindi, but I don't know how you managed to do everything in Rajasthan. So I would definitely want to hear a little bit about that story. Because I think when I heard first time you went to Rajasthan and set up everything there, it was something really shocking for me. So I would want to know a little bit about that story.
Yeah, Rajasthan, we were there about 50 days.
Okay.
It is a government of Rajasthan project, a digitization of scanning and digitization of 45 lakh forms, enrollment forms.
Okay.
There was a project. So when we started, when we bid for that project, the effort was very small. It required about 100 people to complete in 2 months. But actually, 50 days project, right? 2 months. But starting, 10 days will go into that setup thing. So now we had only 50 days to complete the project. So the effort was the number of field to be entered was small. So we estimated around 100 people as a requirement to complete that. But once we started, the scope increased. The 10 almost 10 field data entry has become 58 field data entry. So 5 to 6 times the effort has increased. Then we had to we ended up building a larger team for a short term, right? So that is one. The language part, I don't believe in the language thing, the verbal language. Only if you have a connection with people, right? Emotional connect. That is good enough. We can make connection with anyone. I used to interact with auto drivers or dukanwalas, even small shopkeepers. Without, I never felt that I don't know Hindi. Yeah. So with the keywords, I will able to manage. But the more of body language and the connect, emotional connect, that is the key. Yeah. So that is on the Hindi part. But the execution, we went all around Rajasthan. We mobilized 1,500 people. So for a 50-day project, 1,500 resources we mobilized. We converted everything as a center. There is a computer center, training center. We made them made it as a data entry center for a temporary thing. And we converted our hotel where we stayed as a center. Temporary, we made as a temporary setup. So everywhere. And then a lot of work from home. So we gave forms to individuals. They come and take forms every day. They will come back and return forms and the output. So our backend team, our people like Udaya, and they all used to be there. They collect the things, they check it and send it. Right? So we had all type of small centers, vendors also. We converted some vendors. We gave them forms. They in turn went and scaled. They outsourced to many people. The forms have gone to Maharashtra. Yeah, Maharashtra, Pune area, they took the farm. So they went that, did that. We converted all the computer centers in 3-4 districts. Sikar, I don't remember all districts. Sikar I remember, and the Jaipur district, and the eastern side Alwar district, and 3-4 districts. And in Haryana also. Haryana one place. So 3 states and multiple districts, 1,500 resources, 50 days, 4 million forms, right? executed by very small team, myself, Udaya, uh, on forum, and for finance accounts, he came. Colony was there for some time, and Rati, one more person. This is the team. Okay, the very small team pulled off this size of project, and that to very second year of the Desi Group, 2008 June, July, in fact, June or July. So that was a great experience. So without knowing anything, without having any capacity, we didn't even have laptops, computer, right? We go to browsing center for sending mails, everything. So with that, no smartphones. We use normal phones only. So with that infrastructure, with a small size of team, and the Chennai people were sitting in the trail end of the project. We used to send things to Chennai for doing some QC and all. QC and all again is a Hindi thing, right? They enter it in Hindi, so we the forms are in Hindi. We type it in English only. But to some extent, we engaged all our workforce wherever possible. The centers and all not there. So, Papakural, we had a small center, 2-3 people were sitting, and Paladam, 2 people like that, and Pulbangri. So, the centers were not grown. Total Desipur strength itself was around 15 or 20 people only. That's time. We executed this kind of project, 4.5 million forms scanning and data entry, involving 1,500 people without much infrastructure, without much money also. That is a story. Yeah.
Definitely, it is very inspiring because when we were talking about the new projects, etc., I heard about the story about Rajasthan. For me, it was a big surprise because when we have social media, when we have smartphones, even then it is challenging to get so many people at once. And this was a project for 50 days. Language barrier, so many barriers were there, and you came across all
Yeah.
these barriers with a very, very small team, not equipped. And I think that was really a wonderful story which I wanted to hear. And
Explored all models, all type of models. Work from home, small centers, engaging vendor,
yeah,
converting, putting our own center for a short term. So all type of model, whatever we are doing engaging now, we tested that that time itself. Yeah.
thank you for that wonderful story, sir. It was really inspiring. So, from all these serious things about work, let's go on to a little fun segment. This is called the Rapid 15. So, I'll ask you 15 questions, very, very simple questions, and we would just want you to answer very quickly. So, what is Thiru passionate about?
Passionate about travel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that we knew because Ashwin keeps making fun of you. He keeps
Okay. Passionate about doing new things.
new things. Right, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Your favorite food, sir?
Food is very simple. Rice, dal, and potato type. That's it. That's what my favorite thing. First one.
First
And then, and then I like seafoods.
Okay, okay. So the place that you visited the most?
After joining the Thiru, only centers.
Okay. Any place which is there in your bucket list? This is one place that I want to visit at least once.
Outside India, UK.
Okay. Okay. Your role models, sir? Anywhere. Anywhere.
My mother.
Your mother. Okay. That's really wonderful. Any movie character that you can identify with, sir?
No, I'm not able to.
I think in Desi Crew, people identify you with saliva. That's what I heard from the day when I joined Desi Crew.
I don't know. So what is going around me?
Okay, so we'll go on to the next question. Is Thiru an emotional person?
Yes,
You are.
I believe in that.
Okay.
So without emotional connect, we cannot. I believe that. Okay, so mechanical way of doing things, emotional way of doing things. Always emotional way yield a better result.
Okay.
I'm a
So,
very very emotional person.
yes. Okay. So, if you were given a chance to be another person, who would you want to be born as?
Another person.
Yeah.
In the contemporary,
Anybody. Anybody.
I don't
You can
know.
skip this question if you don't want to answer.
Yeah, I don't know actually.
Okay. We don't want you to retire, but
Yeah.
in case Thiru ever plans to retire from the AC crew, what is your thing that you want to do once you think you're settled down, you don't want to work, something that you want to do after you retire?
Yeah, actually, I don't see much difference, much gap between professional and personal life. Almost we spend whatever time we spend is more on professional side only. 80%, 90% professional and 10%, at least in mind space. Always
Mhm.
thinking of work, whether you do or not. Your mind is occupied with the professional thing only. 10%, not even 10%, spending on the personal thing. So nowadays I don't even able to segregate differentiate personal versus professional. Retirement is I don't think so. It's a retirement. I will continue as a career. I'll continue in Desi Guru or outside Desi Guru. That's the question. The retirement is probably we may retire from Desi Guru, but in the professional career I will not retire. I will keep doing things physically or mentally.
Right. Sir, we've heard that you were also writing some scripts for movies with the famous director Bala. Also, you've written some script before he actually became famous. So, I have not heard any of your scripts or any story about your script writing experience. So, could you just give us a little information on that as well?
So not that of script writing. Uh, being the part of a script writing team. The team means 2-3 people only. The reason I was there is I used to read uh, more on the literature side, literature and the history. So, and the history, if you are fond of reading history books, you will always see things in a different way. You will try to make connection with the past, how it should have happened. We are seeing something today. So, what was before that?
Mm.
And 10 years back, 100 years back, 1,000 years back, 2,000 years back. That way only you will travel. Your perception will work like that. So that part only actually made me some chance opportunity in working in movies part. So they need a lot of inputs, perceptions, and the current. How do you see things? Okay, what is actually what do you understand by some scene? You are seeing something. What's happening in the day-to-day life? So what is behind that? To
Okay.
understand that, you should have a better understanding of the society. So how do you understand better understanding? You need a history knowledge. And the literature side. Literature will help you creating things. So more of literature, the novel and all, so fiction, right? So more of based on some 2-3 historical incidents. They write a very a big novel. right? To create scenes and all. So, for creativity, the literature will help you. How do you make a character, shape that character? Okay. So that's a personality development. You are building, and the creation is building a personality, right? Character, each character is own personality. So, because of that, my literature and history interest, I was there.
Okay.
So I really, so we cannot claim anything when I have contributed anything, but given a lot of points on the current thing and the historical. This is how I helped to research that movie thing. Well, actually, three movies. Yeah. So fortunately, all three movies won the national award.
Oh, that's really wonderful, sir. We never knew. I mean, I never knew about this, so that's really wonderful.
Yeah. So that is a. So that gives some confidence. Okay, so you have to write something, you can write confidently. Okay, so we couldn't writing, I don't know, but that experience will give you some confidence. Because we have seen people how the successful directors are making the script, right? So that will give you some confidence.
You got to experience a little bit about your script writing, I think, during the last.
I used to write. Writing is when I have a problem or disturbance of my mind is before practicing meditation and other stuff. How do you get out of that pressure or problem? So we used to write that. Right. The problem, then you will be freed up. So that's the vent. Writing is kind of a vent. So that way I used to write a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, but unfortunately I have not, kept all these scripts. Very frequently I used to write. Every problem I see, whatever.
The next question linked to this point. So, do you maintain a diary where you write everyday notes or some? No,
I don't write diary.
Okay.
So I'm not believing in diary writing. Diary should not write diary. Yeah. So I don't know habit of writing diary.
Okay.
Yeah, we can make a note of key things because your maturity changes. Your thought process changes time to time, right?
Yeah.
10 years back, what was our perception on something and what is our perception today?
Yeah.
So writing everything in that, I don't know everyone is able to do that. May not be 100% correct, right?
Yeah.
And it's purely your personal.
Yeah.
I don't have a diary of habit of writing there.
Okay, there's a question from our listeners. Which novel or writer fascinated you more in literature or history?
First novel is the Kalki thing, and the Ponniyin Selvan is not Ponniyin Selvan, the Sivagamiyin Sabadam.
Okay.
That was the first one I read about. Then that way, that created interest in reading novels. Then next novel, same Kalki Ponniyin Selvan. And I completed all Ponniyin Selvan's, Kalki's novel. Then what else? Okay, I went to Agilan. And Agilan, then Napart Sardi, all those guys were Sandelian. So 6-7 writers, right? I read of at least around 25 historical novels. Yeah. The starting point was Sivagamiyin Sabadam. The literary side and the language side, Agilan is the best. The language he uses is very rich language he uses. Agilan is favorite writer.
So you do
That's it.
so many things. You do IT. You manage so many processes. You take care of so many clients. Literally everything under the AC crew. Somewhat the other way you are connected. So how do you keep your mind calm and how do you keep it? I mean, there are moments when everybody gets angry and things like that. But there is a balance in the mind that has to be there, right? So what do you do for that? Do you go for long walks or you meditate? What is that thing that keeps you sound and composed?
So one thing, I tried many things. Okay, tried many things. Uh, One is a reading book. If you don't have a peace of mind, you can't read also, right? You're not able to concentrate.
Yeah.
Okay, so then walking, and walking also you will think about it.
Yeah.
So the meditation will help you to some extent. And do that meditation as a practice, separate thing, then you will not able to continue. Whatever you do as a special thing, okay. People used to read newspaper for learning English. For learning English, newspaper is not a thing. Okay, it's not a tool, right? Newspaper for knowing news, reading news only, right? The byproduct is a language thing.
Yeah.
Vocabulary, learning a new vocabulary, right?
Yeah.
And like that, so to get a balance between the pressure, how to get released from the pressure. I tried all this and nothing is working. Then the meditation only. Finally, okay, so no special thing you need to do. And just to stop and observe what's going on. What is going on. The moment you stop, you will be released.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's a kind of meditation only. Just stop and see what's going around. Observe yourself. Then you will think, okay, nothing. Initially, you are worrying. Okay. So then you will start thinking of solving the problem. How do we solve that?
Yeah.
Something, okay, some issue happens, some escalation happen. Immediately you will get carried away by that. What do you do? What will happen? Okay, the client may pull off. If they pull off, what will happen to our people? How do we meet our target? All those things. There is no end for that. You keep on going. Then once the moment you stop that, okay, all those things are useless thoughts. Let's stop this. Let's try to understand the problem. And what is the solution? How quickly we act? How quickly we get into action? And then that will change, right?
Yeah.
The moment you solve that problem, or you bring some control on that, they will feel some kind of satisfaction. So that satisfaction is the peace of mind, right? Peace of mind is, it may come to the objective of meditation also, same thing. Get rid of mind only. The mind is disturbing you. It is affecting your peace, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So how to stop that? Get out of this. So finding solution only. Stop things. Stop worrying and look for solutions. Quickly act on that. Then you will be relieved from that. So that is a thing. I don't know any other special thing will work on that. And I tried many things. During the Rajasthan thing, is a lot of every day was a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Every day was a nightmare. So I called one counseling center. I am not able to control my mind. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Can you give me some idea, some tips to handle this situation? They simply laughed and said, no, just to do your duty. They advised. Some spiritual center I called.
Oh, okay.
What do I do? So the moment was, and the exciting moment was, and the client supposed to visit our center in Jaipur.
Okay.
Around 10 o'clock or 10:30, sometimes they fixed. Government officials, like secretaries, government secretaries, they are all higher officials. As a part of that vendors thing, that day they scheduled to visit our center. So we were there for a week, 1 week. We made some arrangement with the local person. We took some center for a on a temporary basis.
Okay.
Uh, Eventually, we got out of that place. But that time, so we took that place for rent. We took somebody help to recruit people. So we supposed to show the infrastructure and people. Around 100 people we have to show. They are coming for a visit. And myself, Udaya, sitting inside. And no one was there. 9 o'clock, 9:30, no one was there. Only 2 guys were sitting. I was asking one of the guys is responsible for bringing people. He said, "What happened to the?" I asked him, "What happened to the? They will come, sir." Nobody has come. No, I don't know, sir. So after a couple of things, a couple of iterations, he said, "Sorry, sir, I don't know," and then he becomes silent. So 9:30, 9:45, no one. I simply started walking on the streets of 100 meters, 200 meters. I was roaming around what to do. That time I just called that spiritual center. This is the situation. What should I do now?
Okay.
They said, no, it's just to do your level best. Things will happen. But they said simply, I don't know. So then I just came back. I got a call from that person, the client side, LFS side. So we started from the secretariat. We'll be reaching in 10 minutes. Okay, here no one is. Okay, let it be whatever happens, let it happen. We can't do anything. Oh, suddenly people started coming inside. So guys, yeah, within five minutes, the room was full. Room was full of the candidates. All these guys suddenly came. How did they come? I don't know. It's a miracle happened. I don't know how to explain that. They came and say, okay, very nice, good. That. The 10 minutes, it changed everything. Yeah. That's the thing, right? So, the reason I'm saying, how do we balance that? Balance is break that chain. Something is disturbing you, taking you, you keep on now going after that thought, just stop that. Stop and think of solutions if possible. So that way only I'm managing the process.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for that. Okay, we have some questions from the listeners again. So, your most annoying moment at Desi Group? Anything where you got most annoyed? You can skip this question if you don't want to answer.
Most annoying is day-to-day affair only. So, no, particularly in operations, our service thing, you will have many such.
Events, yeah. Okay, we'll go to the next question then. Most funniest moment with client and with any crewmate?
So, crewmate.
Yeah, and also with client. Two separate questions.
Funniest moment with the client would be that one. Rather than
Okay.
high pressure become a fun. Funniest thing is one example, incident I can explain. So one HFC guy came from Bombay to visit Kolmangudi. We both traveling in car. I was driving. So the link was down. Link was down since morning. Then I took a different route to delay that. I stop and get out of the car. I make call to our people. What happened? Will come, sir. Trying. Then I was dragging the person. I started asking through. Last time we didn't take this route. No, this is a new route. It looks like very longest route. I took him to Vilupuram, that side. Right? In 2000, That time when I Vilupuram Center, we didn't have Vilupuram Center. We started doubting, me. Why we were taking all this, and then the road was not good. That's the reason I'm taking some other. Okay. Then still that problem was not solved. Then we went to when we are passing Chidambaram. I said, okay, can we go to temple? Okay. Then I started talking about the temple, how old it is, and the prominence of the temple all about. Then he said, okay, we'll go on that. But when we went there, the temple was closed. We opened only, we were told it open only at 4 o'clock. Then 4 o'clock, we waited there. came out around 4:30. Then I got a call that it's the link is up. Then that is the funniest moment. Then guy was, why you are tracking whole day? You were taking me. It generally takes 5 hours to 5 to 6 hours. No, nothing. I think that is one funniest thing I could say. But client a lot of experience.
I think Ashwant has a story. Yeah,
Ashwant, probably you will able to give.
Oh, no. I just wanted to add, I think SBI, if I'm not wrong. This was when I think Thiru sir landed from Chennai. He took the bus and he landed in Tiruchi. He got off at some 4:30 in the morning. He realized he's left his footwear in the bus. Starting from there. So he got off the bus stand, 4:30 in the morning, no footwear. So he goes to the shop. Imagine the bus stand situation. That's what serendipity is. On all the shops in the market, there's only one shop that is open. That is a footwear shop. One shop. So he buys some random size footwear. Chappal he buys. He goes to the client. It's a little delayed. 6:30 or 7, the client comes down all ready and he's asking Thiru sir, okay, shall we go? Where is the car? Thiru sir has the opinion that the client would have arranged for the vehicle. So randomly you start on a wrong foot. This guy has come all the way from Mumbai. He's landed in Tiruchi. He's not even aware of the vehicle. He's irritated 6:30 in the morning. You wake him up that time. No car, nothing. So from starting on a negative foot, again, like what he just said right now, right? Arranging the vehicle, taking them for a good breakfast, giving them a feel about the feel. This is all before going into the center. Right. So there are so many times when all the visits that happened, right? It is important that the client gets a feel good factor before seeing the people. So from that context, I think this is great. I know he's one of his earliest clients where Thiru sir would actually go in person, collect the forms, come back with the forms and then, give us the forms to type and all that. There have been the first early days, he used to go collect the revenue also, 800 rupees, 1,000 rupees in cash and come and, deposit. So it started from there. So I think from Thiru sir, from all of us, I would let the team talk right now. There are a bunch of things that the teams have also lined up. But you mentioned this many a times, sir. So now that 16 years have gone past, right? Now some people are asking me, what does the next 10 years look like for Desi Crew? Forget about revenue and all that. From a people perspective, where do you see us, sir?
Just 10 years.
Next 10 years, where do you see Desi Crew? Somebody asked me actually, 2021, 22, when we were talking. They said, okay, all the past is fine. But in the next 10 years, what is Desi Crew going to be like? Not from revenue, but from a people perspective.
Yeah. As I said, it's the beginning, new beginning. So we made some foundation so far. Now that we were to build that. We built a foundation to build very multi-storied building, whatever way we want, right? So what I see is, the face will change. The face of Desi Crew will change, and people quality of life, and the kind of job you do, and our exposure to markets. Indian and overseas markets, definitely there will be a change, and that's what I strongly believe. Kolumangaris of the world will become exposed to outside worlds. So that way I see.
So that is already happened. That has already happened now, sir. Kolu is not talking to Nigeria. They're talking to Nigeria. Kapu is working with Kenya. Yeah, and Q and Cloud is already working with New Zealand. Yeah.
This is the kind of task we do. and the face of the AC group. That's what I believe that the face will change. We will our skill sets, our right, our crewmates exposure to outside world will definitely have a different space. That's what I believe. All centers like centers will grow. We may have more centers. There is a scaling, horizontal scaling. But on the kind of job you do, definitely will change. Hello?
Okay, we have some questions from the listeners. We have from the DTouch team. When are we going to have the DTouch annotation, cloud computing, Linux administration, all these courses back in DTouch? We have it coming this year for the DTouch programs is one question, sir.
Yeah, this will be there because now only we are actually seriously getting into that service. We are building a service line. Like Econ Cloud, this will be a managed services service offering. So we need to build a team on that. So we will in this month itself we'll start the courses where we are actually trying to finalize on what kind of courses are required for that. And it will not be much. We'll to begin with, we'll have a very limited number of resources.
Okay. We have one more question, sir. What are the traits of a good leader? Who has inspired to be the leader that you are?
Sorry, what are the?
So, what are the traits of a good leader? Who has inspired you as a great leader? You can name any of the leaders who inspired you.
Leaders, right?
Yeah.
So leaders again, different thing, different dimensions we have. One is on the business side, right, and on the social side. So what is real? What is there any connection? To have both some on these Mahatma Gandhi is one leader. On the side and business side, I don't know. So they're all very big people. I'm not able to name anyone. Yeah. I would say Saloni as a leader because at the age of 22, she had a guts to start something like this. Yeah, I inspire her.
Okay, that's it, sir. So there is one poem written by one of the crewmates for Thiru sir. So this is a message that's coming on the chat here. So yeah, Shrika, who is this person who's written a song for Thiru sir? Definitely, yeah. Yes, we are.
Yeah, Shulika, I'm ready. Yeah. பிறரின் அடையாளத்தை உருவாக்கி அவர்கள் சிகரம் தொடும் உயரம் செல்ல எங்கள் திறமையில் நீங்கள் கவனம் செலுத்தி தன்னம்பிக்கை என்னும் அருமருந்தை எங்களுள் விதைத்து விடாமுயற்சி விஸ்வரூப வெற்றி என்னும் மந்திரத்தை என்றும் எங்களுள் புகட்டி என்றும் உங்கள் சக்தி வாய்ந்த பேச்சு நாங்கள் வெற்றி பெற நினைக்கும் அந்த மனம் துரும்ப அளவு கூட இல்லாத தலைகணம் தனக்கென ஒரு கொள்கை வைத்து சிங்க நடை போட்டு கொண்டிருக்கும் எங்கள் திருசர் அவர்களுக்கு இந்த பாராட்டை பாட பெருமை கொள்கிறேன் என்கணம். நன்றி. Please correct me if I'm wrong, sir.
A lot of claps coming, so I think it must be a really good song. Okay. Thank you so much for that, Sabita.
Yeah, thank you.
Since the now that
From
you have
day one, I was thinking I have to say something about Thiru sir. Like, if we are not understanding about anything, like a teacher, he'll be telling something, like Pythagoras theorem. That was main thing from the day one I was noticing from him. If we have any problem, he'll personally come to us and identify the problem what we are facing, and he'll tell in a way like how the teacher telling to the kindergarten student. So that was the thing, and I've already done a poem for Mani sir, but I was very much eager to done the same for Thiru sir also. Uh, this is not ice melting, but that I want to. It is in Tamil. It's not a kadama because he has noticed me. Then I was in this place because of. That's it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Subhita. Sir, people want to know any words of inspiration for the team. And one last question, which is your favorite song? And can you sing one line of your favorite song? Yeah, okay.
My favorite song, I don't have any, means my hobby is listening to song. So I'm a continuous listener. So season to season, time to time, I like different songs. So favorite
Anything
songs.
in your current favorite list? Something that runs on loop right now you keep listening to.
The last 6 months, not at least 4 to 5, 3-4 months, I'm not listening songs. I put a pause to that. So before that, I listened to a lot of Leonardo songs, and that is since my childhood days. So from 4th standard onwards, right? The 4th standard onwards, I used to listen to songs. So, yeah, it's a lot of songs. Favorite song, I don't know. I like every song.
Okay,
I
can
love.
you sing one song for us, sir? Can you sing one song for us? I know you have a great voice and you like singing.
No. I don't have a great voice. I'm a very shy person, shy nature. Yeah. So that is the contrary thing, right? I'm very shy and soft nature. So how I'm seen outside. So
We don't want you to be okay. No
Yeah.
problems. So we don't want to force you to do something which you're not comfortable.
Yeah,
We have a couple of other questions also. So Malia, you can go on with your question.
Yeah, hi. First of all, many congratulations, Thiru sir. It's a fantastic thing, and it's also very inspiring for us. I have got a couple of questions. One is, I see from early morning you are online, you are attending mails, calls till late at night. Throughout the day, you keep the same level of energy and concentration. What is the how is this possible? One, and second, during Hapag-Lloyd days, I saw that within a very short span of time, the client signed the deal on 7th and 12th. We were ready with the first batch of people. How are you able to plan this so efficiently? I mean, it really takes a lot of hard work, planning, and primarily strategy and planning to have such people on board within such a short span of time. These are my queries. Yeah.
So again, depends on your strength and weakness. How do we make ourselves available around many times? Yes, again, the personal, professional now balance only. So when we have mood, we can work. That's it. For me, I can't do things mechanically. Only when I connect to that emotionally, or then I'll be able to do it. So when that could be even 6 a.m. or 1 a.m. As long as you have a mood to do it, you will be able to do it. When you don't have a mood, even during day also you can't do things. So that is the one thing. So as I said earlier, I spent my time actually 90% of my mind space going into professional only. 10%, very very little.
Right.
So not for the sake of saying this. This is made. That's my part. So my personal thing is really I've reduced my thing. I don't know. I don't segregate much of personal versus professional. That could be the reason for that. And the transition thing is you should not have overconfidence. The last minute, if you prepare something in the last minute,
Right.
you will not able to do it in a better way. Like the scoring only. So you want to score 100%. Last night, previous night readings, studying will not give you. It may help you to pass the exam, but getting scoring 100% requires structured preparation.
Absolutely.
It is 2 months, 3 months kind of stuff, right? So the preparation well in advance. So Apoclite example, we were not sure about when the deal will be signed. Customer will agree and all. So that way, okay, at least let's be ready with some 30 to 40 people on a safer side.
Yeah.
So we started planning at least a month in advance, 1 month in advance, the first batch. That is the believing in this only, preparation only. So when you prepare well for anything, any meeting, anything, client review or training, even for the training, everything you have to prepare well. More you prepare, you will do things better. So that's the thing. Preparation only. With nothing, there is nothing secret about that. You believe in preparation, advanced preparation, then we will start doing that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your words. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Nelson, I think you have a question. Yeah.
Yeah, Veena. Thank you so much. Hi, Thiru sir. How are you? So nice to see you in the news, which is, I think it was too late for that. You should have come earlier also. And I'm sure a lot of other
Not for me, it is for people, all of us.
Definitely,
So
definitely.
My name is that, it is not me. Okay.
Appreciate your modesty, sir. So, sir, you said that you like convincing people. So what does it take to convince Thiru, sir? I think definitely everybody has this question. Thiru, sir is not easily convinced. So what does it take, or what do you see that people need to convince you? What are the things that you see, look forward in people or the team or from your subordinates or your colleagues? What is that you see?
Convincing is nothing but selling, right? So when you as a customer, when you buy something, how do you buy something? Only when you are convinced with that. You are buying the right thing, right? For the right price, right? So the shopkeeper should be able to convince you by demonstrating the product, right? Or by speaking, right? Two ways only is doing, right? End of the day, it's a question of selling only. The interview means you are selling yourself. You are selling, okay, I'm fit for this role. I'm the most suitable person for this role, right? When the client comes, you are selling your thing, right? I'm supposing we are showing someone as a team leader, as a manager, right? End of the day, actually, we are selling them. When they see the person show this confidence, yeah, I am the right person. I'm here to solve your problem, right? That's the convincing. The body language, the way you speak, the way you demonstrate. So this is all part of convincing only. Convincing not only by words. By words, if it is only by words, you will be soon exposed. By action, by body language, people should get the feel of, should be able to connect with you. Okay, this is the right person, this is the right company, this is the right center, it's the right team to work with, right? That is what there is no hard and fast rule, defined rules for that. Only thing is we have to do things, in a better way, and continuous improvement. Day by day, we have to improve, keep on improving, so that the things will, people, if you see the same thing again, if you have to eat the same dish as a breakfast, lunch, dinner, how long you will be able to do that? Right? You will get bored with that. So we have to keep changing things. The purpose is filling stomach and get the nutrients, required nutrients for your body, right? That is the requirement. But we cannot eat the same food item, same dish, with the same recipe. It's very difficult to continue. So we have to innovate day by day, improve, do things in a different way, and that should reflect in the results. That will keep you active, energetic, and something you'll have to, always will have something to do, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it.
There is one poem from TNP. Yeah, you can go on.
Hi, ma'am. Hi, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
சார் எங்கிட்ட இருந்து ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு அன்பளிப்பா உங்களுக்கு ஒரு கவிதை சார். திரு என்றால் மரியாதையை குறிக்கும், ஞானம் என்றால் அறிவை குறிக்கும். நீங்கள் ஆசிரியராக பணிபுரிந்து மாணவர்களிடம் அதிக மதிப்பையும் பெற்றீர். திருஞானம் என்ற பெயர் உங்களுக்காக வைக்கப்பட்ட பெயர் அல்ல, அது உங்களுக்கான அடையாளம். தேங்க்யூ சார்.
Thank you for that instant creation, Mohan.
Jnanam is gone.
Other questions?
Jnanam is gone. Jnanam is wisdom. Wisdom is gone. So only through is there. Yeah. So now I'm always a student. How do I see myself? So always I pursue see myself as a student. So we have to learn. As long as you learn, you will be young. You can be young. You stop learning, you'll become old. You start becoming old. So at least for that reason, we should continue that learning process. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Mohan.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's one last question from Gokul. What is Thiru's regular routine in day-to-day life?
Routine, day-to-day life, routine is official side, doing that routine activities, right? Time to time will vary, right? That is a thing. And walking, morning and evening. That is a routine. Two things. One official thing, whatever routine task we need to do based on the clarity, that we do. On personal side, walking only. Two types of walking. I do meditation whenever I feel like. That's our routine.
Yeah, thank you for that, sir. Any last words?
Weekends I watch.
Yeah,
movies.
sure.
Weekends I watch movies. That's it. எண்ணியாங்கு எய்துவ எண்ணியார் திண்ணியராகப் பெறின். Okay, so எண்ணியாங்கு எய்துவ எண்ணியார் திண்ணியராகப் பெறின். That means you will become whatever you want to become. Right? You can aspire for anything. You can achieve that. You can become that. You want to become a manager, okay. You want to become an entrepreneur, you want to become this, that, team leader, whatever. I want to become a best performer in my team, right? So all those things, whatever you want to become, that is possible. Nothing is impossible. As long as you believe that without any doubt. If you strongly believe that, without having a 0.01% doubt, you will 100% you will become like. That is a thing. From the bottlenecks will come, the constraints you'll encounter with a lot of constraints. Okay, that is all a part of the game, right? As long as you believe that I will achieve this, I'm going to become like this, I'm going to become a team leader, I'm going to become a subject matter expert, right? Then you will become that. So we should not have even a 0.01% doubt about that. That is the meaning of that. You will achieve whatever you want to pick up, whatever you think of, provided who if you are strong in that desire and aspirations. That's the meaning. That's the more thing I like that. You can practice that. People can try to follow that. Very good.
Looks like we have one question from Ravi. Yeah, Ravi. Go on.
Good evening, Mr. Thiru. Firstly, congratulations on getting featured on the article. It's a proud moment for all of us. And I don't have a question, but I'm sure everybody has had some takeaway from today's talk with you, some way or the other. We've instantly created one poet on the session itself. So there is a lot of more advantages when we hear to you, especially when it comes to the stories of struggling days of Desi Crew. I think it's a very insightful. It will also help us to connect with Desi Crew as an organization at an emotional level. So I think my only request is to Veena, somehow we should get Mr. Thiru to more frequently come on DC Live and share some of these things with us more regularly.
Definitely, Ravi. I felt like this 1 hour was not enough. There are a lot of other questions which are lined up. There were a lot of questions which even I was planning to ask him, which I got some input from Ashwath also. So, Thiru sir, I leave this call with a request that we would want to have one more session with you at any time of your convenience, maybe after a month or two, when we will come up with more questions, little more insights about Desi Crew from its early days, a lot of inspiring stories to listen from you about the struggles that all the people in Desi Crew have gone through, and to see where we have come through this long way. I think there are a lot of struggles that within and a lot of things which we don't know about. Some of the hidden treasures of how people have actually put in their best foot forward whenever it was required to bring Desi Crew to the level it is right now. So thank you, Ravi, for initiating this. We look forward to continuation of this episode. It doesn't end here. So I would definitely request you to give us some more time in the future to continue this episode.
Yeah, thanks. Great.
Yeah. Thiru sir, I think there were a lot of good points that we got to know from you today. A lot of things. I think definitely, like how Ravi said, everybody has at least made a note of one point that you have mentioned today. I think for me personally, there were a couple of things, and two things which I would definitely remember is language beyond words. And with a lot of new processes that are coming in right now, when we're thinking of connecting with people across the country and abroad, I think one of the things that you mentioned about not stopping with the language barriers and communicating through different means, language beyond words, I think that is definitely a takeaway for all of us. The other thing is adapting to the situation and doing what is required at the current moment. I think that is very, very important because we cannot just wear the hat of what we are currently the role at. Like suppose if I have to talk about myself, just not wearing the hat of an HR person. If required, go and help something in operations, sales, wherever we can contribute. I think that is very, very important. And that is a lesson which I would definitely want to remember and take away with me from this session. So, any last things that you would want our listeners to remember or carry with them through the session, sir?
Hello?
Yeah, Thiru sir. Yeah, anything that you want to leave our audience with, something that they would remember and should do, or something
Yeah,
that
one thing I want to leave that to the audience. As I said, there are two objectives. One is our personal career, right? Personal thing, right? Another one is a professional thing. I strongly believe personal is a byproduct of your professional contribution. Whatever you contribute to the job, your personal benefit will be the byproduct of that. So if you want to lead a good life, we want to earn more or want to become a team leader, whatever, want to grow on that, you try to contribute more as much as possible in the current thing and try to do it in a more better way, in a scientific way, rather than doing in a very mechanical way of doing things, right? Simply going by some instructions and without even understanding what it is and all, and ending up with the mistakes and errors, and, clients coming back, what is this, that, and all. So we should get out of this kind of situation quickly. All of us are I strongly believe that all our crewmates, all of us capable of doing things, but we are not putting our energies and our talents to the full extent. So that way we have to think big, not becoming the prisoner of hope. We have done something good in the past. I'm doing something right now. All that is not going to work. So what we do it in the future, tomorrow matters. That way we have to build a strong Desi group. Take it from here to 4 times in all aspects. In terms of number of people, in terms of the task we do, in terms of markets we serve, and the business and the value of Desi group, all those matters. So everyone should contribute something. End of the day, when the Thiru has its own story to write, right? After a couple of 3-4 years, right? That's definitely Thiru will be in a very talking thing. Like Infosys, Thiru will have in the rural space, this delivery model, Thiru will reach some new heights. So that way, people should be proud of, I have done this, I have contributed this way. Whatever, little or big, there should be significant contribution. It is not a long way to go. In the next 3 years, we'll touch that landmark. And that way, all of us should put our energies and the best effort, do things in a differently and scientific manner. And we should be able to claim that after 3 years, we should claim that I have done this. Last year, I have done this. It is actually 3 times growth from now. So that is our message I want to leave to people. Everyone, you can claim that I have done this. Okay, nothing wrong. Okay, because of me, it's happened. Okay, fine, you say that. But everyone should be able to make such statement. From now to the 3x growth. That actually we are aiming at in 3 years from now. The next 3 years is a really very important period for Desi Group. That definitely change our face value. Our individual contribution matters. Yeah, that's it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you so much, sir. I know it is a busy day for you. In spite of that, you are grateful enough to give us 1 hour of yours, which extended for almost 1.5 hours. And you are the first one to join before any one of us. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time and all the words of wisdom that you have shared with us. Really, it was a very, very interesting session. I'm sure we are going to get the same feedback from all our listeners as well. We look forward to many more sessions like this from you, sir. And once again, congratulations. This is, I think more not replied to that mail from Ashwan, but I think this is a heartfelt congratulations from all of us for being selected as Asia's top prominent business leaders for 2023. So congratulations once again, sir.
Thank you, Veena. Thanks all. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. And thank you very much to all our listeners. I think we had more than 100 people today. At one point, I could see 101, where the threshold is 100 people. So I think in the call, there were 100 people and there were a lot of listeners today. So thank you very much all for being patient listeners and for spending so much time with us. And I'm sure that at least one point you would have taken away from this session today. So thank you very much. Thank you very much to all the listeners who have come with wonderful questions as well. Srilekha, I think we have overshot our duration. So thank you very much for extending this session as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Thiru sir. Thanks, Veena.
Thank you all.